Terry from Alien Ant Farm on the phone right now. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Oh, thank you.
So, Terry, you are the original and current guitarist for Alien Ant Farm. I was reading earlier this morning that you actually came up with the idea for the name of Alien Ant Farm. How did this come about?
Oh, it was, it's funny, you know, back when I used to work a day job, back in the day, I used to sell supplement, like bodybuilding products.
Nice.
To, yeah, you know, to like people that were personal trainers, GNCs, etc. Anyways, you know, there's a lot of desk time, you know, feet up, kind of just
hanging out
or whatever, you know, like waiting for phone calls to come in or not, whatnot. And, you know, one time I was just kind of pondering, like, you know, what if, you know, and it's a loose theory where, you know, none of us bank on it or anything, but it's just like, you know, what if aliens seeded the planet kind of as an experiment with our race and civilizations and whatnot, kind of like a kid does with an ant farm. You know, you get an ant farm for Christmas and you start the colony and you know, you watch it kind of progress and regress, etc. So it was just kind of a loose, interesting theory and cool play on words, you know, Alien Ant Farm.
So there was no drugs in the making of the name of the band involved. How long did it take you to create Anthology, such a unique creative album?
Well, Anthology is kind of, we had one independent release before Anthology. It was like, exactly like I said, independent. We put it out on ourselves, you know, did it kind of rinky-dink budget, and you know, it never really saw the light of day or anything. It just kind of like was something that we sold at shows and blah, blah, blah. So when we ended up getting our record deal, you know, our friends Papa Roach started blowing up, and they brought us up onto their label with them so that we can kind of be in a family situation. We did Anthology. Anthology was kind of technically our first real record, you know what I mean? So we had most of our lives to write for that record.
Nice.
The collection of songs on that recording, you know, are songs that we had been writing since, you know, some of the songs that hit that recording were songs that we've been writing, you know, since the band had started in like '96, you know.
Wow.
So yeah, as far as, you know, and that's the thing with bands, you know, their first record, there's a saying, you know, you have your whole life to write your first record and about 6 months to write your second. Cool.
Your buddies with Papa Roach, we just had them on the show about a couple weeks ago, and they kick ass. Do you guys have any kind of talking about possibly touring in the future together or collaborating?
Man, you know, we can only hope so. We're obviously two bands that are in two different positions. You know, we were basically kind of dismantled for, you know, a few years or whatnot, and you know, now we're in this position where we're charging it again, so we could use all the help that we can get from any of our big friends or whatever, and hopefully, you know, some of it will come. But it's funny that we were actually just with Papa Roach the other day. They played Epicenter, you know, with Kiss and Eminem and whatnot out here.
Yeah, I heard about that. I love their new Time for Annihilation. It kicks ass.
Yeah, definitely. And so anyways, we all kind of went and hung out with them because it's kind of our neighborhood or whatever, and it was the first time a lot of us had seen them in quite some time. And there was a couple of, you know, we should tour like the old days conversations going on.
Like, you guys would be a good collaboration to tour, because Papa Roach music you have sex to, and Alien Ant Farm music you dance to.
The foreplay.
Whose idea, we were just talking in the office and rewatching the Smooth Criminal music video, was it to do like the wrestling pin backyard thing?
Oh, well, it was back when we were doing those videos, we did a couple of videos. We did that, and we did movies with a director named Mark Clausfeld, who's done a lot of really cool stuff, lots of really like humorous videos or like really cool like conceptual videos, etc. And we always had a good time collaborating with him because he was kind of just a you know, just like a, you know, screw off, like a just kind of like warped sense of humor, you know. Nothing's really too far, nothing's too far over the line kind of humor, you know.
Yeah, I like that.
And yeah, you know, like it's it's fun for us. We've always been that way. So to find a director that kind of shared the vision, it helped. And as far as the Smooth Criminal video is concerned, like any of the videos that we did with them, it was pretty much like a 50-50 collaboration. Like we pretty much would just get in a room together and just start hashing out. We get like a general premise going and just start hashing out ideas, you know. Have a lot of fun with it. It's actually like a big laugh session. I picture it like when like the SNL writers are pitching to like Lorne Michaels, you know what I mean? Because we're all in there just acting out our dumb like visions in our head.
So read that in '03 you took a little Alien Ant Farm break. You jumped around a second and came back. How did you guys all make up and make out? How did this happen?
And you know how it is with any of your old friends. It's very family style arguments and grudges.
You're so comfortable you can say anything.
Little stuff that you look back, you know, and go, wow, that was really stupid. But, you know, sometimes it needs to happen or whatever, and you kind of just go with the motions. But, yeah, we had split, you know, things just haven't been fun anymore for a little while, and, you know, whatever reasons, we kind of split up, and we went around. Well, the band went around, you know, with some other members and stuff. I think Ty actually split for a minute, and there were some other members and like various creations of the band, and then you know, like years later, I actually just kind of ran into Mike at a local bar, and we had started talking and stuff, and then we started talking about the band, and then everybody started talking about the band, and Ty was out in Boston. Attending Berklee School of Music, and he really wanted to do the band again, so he kind of relocated himself back to Southern California.
Wow.
And, so we started kind of just taking one-off shows, you know, and bouncing around the country or whatnot. And then what happened was we got invited by Metallica to go out and play Sonosphere last year. Not the last one, but the one before.
Well, that's a huge honor. Metallica rocks.
Yeah, definitely.
That's awesome.
Great, awesome band. You know, like all influenced all of us all our lives. Anyways, it was an honor to get, you know, invited out there, and then we went out there and we didn't really know what we were going to get, and we were the opening band on the main stage the first day, you know, like playing at noon, and we were like, let's just have fun with it. And when we took the stage, it was actually like, you know, just thousands and thousands of kids that like remembered us and were loving it.
Of course, I loved Alien Ant Farm. You guys rule.
Thanks, man. Thank you very much. We after that we just left the stage like going, we got to make a record. So
yeah.
We've been writing for the last like 8 months, you know, 8-9 months. We've just been demoing and stacking up the pile.
Any juice or gritty details you can share for the future of Alien Ant Farm's like album? I know you guys are kind of touring a little bit right now.
Yeah, we're actually just starting. Like I said, we had been writing for so long. We felt like we really kind of needed to start like stretching our legs and getting out there, touching base with the fans, showing our face, and trying out some of these new tunes, you know, seeing if they got wings or not. And so we've just been doing some little things here and there. This weekend we're going to be doing Savage Fest in Wisconsin, which should be fun. It's a lot of our friends like Taproot and Edema playing, etc. And, you know, we're just getting out here and there. We're continuing to write, getting busier and busier, you know, as we start heading towards the beginning of the year and hopefully have a new record to present by the new year, hopefully.
You guys have any names you're throwing out there yet, or?
There's some suggestions. I love to log on to the band like forums and see what everyone else suggests. All the fans are suggesting. Yeah, I love it. You know, I love interacting online as much as I can. You know, it's all, you know, something that I feel like I could still do a lot more. But you know, I'm trying to make webisodes for the. I carry a flip constantly now.
Wow.
You know, trying to make little flip webisodes and stuff to put up online. There's one I just made like the first Ant Farm webisode called Bassmasters, and it's like I just kind of plopped it up there as my first attempt, and it's doing really good. It's like over 12,000 views or something.
Go on alienantfarm.com, right, and stay up to date with everything you guys are doing.
Yeah, definitely. And all the other different sources, MySpace, Facebook, we're pretty much all there.
I'm looking forward to another album coming out from Alien Ant Farm soon. Thank you so much, Terry, for stopping by the show and hanging out for a little bit.
Thank you. I had fun. It was awesome.